Good morning, students. We are doing continuous functions in topological spaces, and today we will discuss some of the characterizations of continuity. So, the first characterization is for the two topological spaces x tau and y tau dash, f from x into y be a mapping, then we prove that the function f is continuous if and only if inverse image of every closed set in y is closed in x. So first of all, let us take the function is continuous. And yesterday we discussed if a function is continuous, then inverse image of every open set in y is open in x. So if we take an arbitrary open set G in y, it means G belongs to the topology of y. It means G belongs to tau dash. Then its inverse image that belongs to tau. So we can say that f inverse G belongs to tau for every G belonging to topology tau dash. Now let us take K be closed set in y. Because K is closed in y, so its complement will be open in y. The complement of K, that is y minus K, so that is open in y. This is open in y, it means this belongs to the topology of y. Topology of y is tau dash. So we can say that y minus K belongs to tau dash. Now, because we are given function f is continuous, so inverse image of every open set in y is open in x. It means whenever we have a member from tau dash, then its inverse image will belongs to tau. So here, because y minus k belongs to tau dash, so its inverse image that will belongs to tau. Now this can further be written as f inverse y minus f inverse k belongs to tau. Now inverse image of y, that is x. So we get x minus f inverse k belongs to tau. It means the complement of f inverse k is open in x. And if the complement is open, so the set will be closed. So we can say that f inverse k is closed in x. Now we prove the converse part. Conversely, we are given that inverse image of every closed set in y is closed in x, and we are to prove that the function is continuous. Now, in order to prove that the function is continuous, we prove that inverse image of every open set in y is open in x. So let us take an open set G in y, means G belongs to tau dash. This be an arbitrary set, and let us take K is the complement of G. So K can be written as y minus G. Because G is open in y, so its complement will be closed. So we can say that K is tau dash closed. Now by given condition, its inverse image will be tau closed. So we can say f inverse K is tau closed. Now K is y minus G. So we can say that f inverse of y minus G is tau closed. Now f inverse of y minus G, that can be written as f inverse y minus f inverse G. Now because this set is tau closed, it means x minus f inverse G is tau closed. So we can say that its complement will be tau open. The complement of this set is f inverse G. So we can say that f inverse G is tau open. It means f inverse G belongs to tau. So we have proved that whenever we have G belonging to tau dash, its inverse image belongs to tau. Thus, inverse image of every open set in y is open in x, and so the function is continuous. Now, next characterization of continuity is given by the following theorem. Let us take two topological spaces X tau and Y tau dash. Then we prove that these two conditions are equivalent. First condition, inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X. And second condition, for every A subset of X, the image of A closure is contained in closure of image. It means f of A closure is contained in closure of f of A. Here A is subset of X. So combining these two, we can say that a function is continuous if and only if the image of closure is contained in the closure of image, and for every A which is the subset of X. So let us first of all, let us take inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X, and let us take A be a subset of X. This is any arbitrary subset of X, and we are to prove that f of A closure is contained in closure of f of A. Let us denote f of A whole closure by the set K, and we know that closure is always a closed set, so we can say that K is closed in Y. Now by given condition, if a set is closed in Y, its inverse image under F is closed in X. So we can say that F inverse K is closed in X. So its closure will be identical with itself. So we can say that F inverse K whole closure is same as F inverse K. Now f of A is contained in f of A whole closure because every set is contained in its closure. Now this set is K, so we get f of A is contained in K. So their inverse images f inverse f of A will be contained in f inverse K. So from here we get A is contained in f inverse K, and we know that if one set is contained in another, then its closure is also contained in the closure of another set. So A closure will be contained in closure of f inverse K. Now f inverse K is closed, so its closure will be identical with itself. So we get A closure is contained in f inverse K, and therefore f of A closure is contained in f of f inverse K. So we get f of A closure is contained in K. Now K is f of A whole closure. So from here we have proved that image of closure of A is contained in the closure of image of A. This proves the first part. Conversely, we are given this condition that for every A subset of X, the image of closure of A is contained in closure of image of A, and we are to prove that inverse image of every closed set in Y is closed in X. So let us take K subset of Y be closed, and we are to prove that f inverse K is closed in X. Let us denote f inverse K by the set A. Now f inverse K is a subset of X, so it means A is a subset of X. Now we are given the condition that for every A which is subset of X, the image of closure of A is contained in closure of image of A. So we get f of A closure is contained in, substituting the value of A here, this will become closure of image of f inverse K. So from here we get f of A closure is contained in K closure. Now K closure is K, so from here we get f of A closure is contained in K. So this implies that A closure is contained in f inverse K, and substituting the value of A here, A is f inverse K, so we get closure of f inverse K is contained in f inverse K. Now we know that every set is contained in its closure, so f inverse K is contained in its closure. Now we can combine these two conditions. So we get F inverse K is same as its closure. And if a set is identical to its closure, then the set becomes closed. So we have proved F inverse K is closed in X. Now the next characterization of continuity is given by the theorem. For two topological spaces X tau and Y tau dash and F from X into Y be a mapping, we prove that these two conditions are equivalent. First condition, inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X. And second, for every B which is subset of Y, the closure of inverse image of B is contained in F inverse of B closure. So first of all, let us take inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X. Now we prove this condition for every B subset of Y. So let us take B subset of Y be arbitrary. Now to prove the required condition, now because every set is contained in its closure, so B which is a subset of Y that is contained in B closure. So inverse image of B will be contained in inverse image of B closure. And if one set is contained in another, then its closure is contained in the closure of another set. So F inverse B whole closure is contained in closure of F inverse B closure. Now closure is closed, so B closure is closed in Y, so its inverse image will be closed in X. So F inverse of B closure is closed in X. So its closure will be identical to itself. Now we can put this value here in the equation 1. So from here we get F inverse of B whole closure is contained in F inverse of B closure. And because this condition is true for every B which is subset of Y. So this proves the first part. Now we prove the converse part. Now conversely, we are given that F inverse B whole closure is contained in F inverse of B closure, and this is true for every B subset of Y. And we prove that inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X. So let us take K be subset of Y which is closed. Now by definition, so K closure will be same as K. Now because K is subset of Y, by using this condition, because this is true for every subset of Y, so using this condition for K, we get F inverse K whole closure is contained in F inverse K closure. Now because K closure is K, so putting the value here, this equation becomes F inverse K whole closure is contained in F inverse K. Now because every set is contained in its closure, so F inverse K will be contained in the closure of F inverse K. Now we can combine these two equations, so we get F inverse K is same as its closure, and by definition this set will become closed. So we have proved F inverse K is closed in X because K was any arbitrary subset of Y. So we have proved inverse image of closed set in Y is closed in X. So these were some characterizations of continuity in topological spaces.